Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to talk about the gold trade that has happened today, and I will discuss with you why this particular trade was valid and why not this one was valid. Okay, some people will ask why this one is not valid or why this one is not valid. Alright, so let me make this as a green one so you know which one is valid. So I'm going to explain why this one is valid and these are not valid. All right. So first of all, main thing is very simple. Um, even these are not valid. I will explain it to you right now. So first of all, you need to look at it at extreme high or extreme low for entry. This was the extreme low for entry. All right, and this could never be. All right, and these could never be. So these are all denied. These are all inducement. This can be. All right, but the problem with this one is that it is not good. Why? Because if you look at it, okay, if you look at it in here, right? All right, price did do break of structure and change of character here, but what it didn't do is that it didn't create a very good what do you call that, fair value gap. So you cannot see a fair value gap in here. So this is not a valid trade, all right? So we cannot take this as a trade, all right? This one, price did do a candle sweep of this candle did sweep the previous candle, and it did create a fair value gap in here, all right? So price did create a fair value gap, and here's our order block, right? So this one was valid. All right, you will ask like, why is this one not valid? Okay, first reason, it's not at the extreme low level, so that's one of the reason. Even if that's not it, even if it's not about that, the second is that um, even if you are looking at this level here, right, or these, and then you're like, oh, there's no fair value gap, but here is a fair value gap. Yeah, you are right. There is a fair value gap, but there's a problem with this fair value gap is that this fair value gap has already been swept out before. So if you look at a fair value gap from here to here, right, from here to here, wait a minute, all right, here to here, maybe make it white so you can see it clearly. All right, from here to here, right, you'll see like, oh, these candles have already swiped this fair value gap already. All right, if you extend it further, you'll see these candles have already swiped out this fair value gap. So this fair value gap is not valid anymore. All right, so this area is not valid anymore for you. All right, so this was canceled, but this one, like even this one, there was never a fair value gap in here, but I think on a higher time frame there was. Let me look at it again. Okay, it's not on this one. Maybe it was on lower time frame, 5 minute. Okay, I think it must be that one. All right, forget about this one. Back to 15-minute time frame. All right, so that this one's canceled out. So the remaining one is this one. All right, this one, um, first candle, second and third candle, right? So between it is this fair value gap, all right? This fair value gap was never swept out before, all right? Till this time it did, right? Never touched before. So we can, it is safe to say that this order block is valid up until now. Here, you might see a very, very, very small fair value gap in here. It might be there. Yeah, it is there. And but the problem with that is you cannot count this as a fair value gap because um this candle is below this candle, right? So this candle, you know, if this candle eats this candle, then this candle is one as a whole. So you gotta understand this part. So this one did not create a fair value gap for you. So this one did not. This one, these two candles is actually just one of the candles, uh, because you see this candle has its own wick, right? So it's above this one. This one doesn't count. And the other thing is that beneath it there's no other fair value gap. So this one is very useless. This one is a really obvious one, right? So we can only count for this one. And we did a trade in here. Okay, long position. To up here at least 1 to 7.8 risk to reward ratio. All right, if you did it slightly higher, it will be 1 to 8, but this one would be fairly all right place to take profit, or maybe here. All right, this one could be all right. 1 to 6 risk to reward ratio, still good. So yeah, so get a point. Yeah, so that's it for today recap, and I hope you guys learned something and have a good day.